welcome back to my Trackman series. Episode 2, we're taking on Sutton Bay today. And jumping straight into the first hole. Got driver straight down the guts. Can't really hit this any better if I tried. And we roll it on straight onto the edge of the green. It's 331 meters, 183 ball speed, and we flew that 293. Anyone wondering, I'm using the Callaway AI Smoke extra stiff shaft. This driver is absolutely incredible, but yeah, unfortunately we got 3 putt there from that distance and made par. So going into the second hole, it's 324 meters. Same thing with driver. I'm just trying to get it down there. All of these holes are pretty open and not a whole lot of danger. Just getting a nice little buttercut in here. I thought it was a little bit far right, but I get absolutely kissed with that bounce off that downhill and then again off that top of the ridge, and that's the second driven green in a row. And luckily we get the 2 putts for birdie, and now we're kicking off the round. So hole 3, going with driver, it's 497 meters, the first par 5. And just try and knock it down there basically as far as I can. Give ourselves a good approach shot for 2. It's 186 ball speed. Straight down the center. Flies 292. These are all in meters, so if you're trying to get your yardage from this video, it's basically 10% on top of everything. So that's about 350 plus yards. Alright, second shot. I've got 167 into the hole. I'm taking 8-iron in here. I've hit that pretty good, but I've just overdrawn it just a touch, which is going to give it a little extra distance. End up shooting that out there 172, leaves me 14.2 to the hole, but luckily it just rolls back onto the green, and the auto pro putt setting is going to take over, and it's 2 putts for birdie. So 2 under through 3, it's a pretty good way to start. Hole 4, par 4, 268 meters. It's not really required for me to take out the driver here, so I'm going with 4-iron. It's a little bit too far for the distance, but it's better to be at the front here than over the back. So I'm just trying to hit in a roping draw here just to get a little extra distance. And I don't think I could hit a 4-iron any better than this. But as expected, it's just running up the front, and that's perfect for a little up and down. So just a little 60. My thought process here is that it's just needing to get on the green, and this was going to roll out. I think I'll leave it just a tad short. But it runs up there, but it could have easily been up a bit closer. Luckily, auto putt gives me 1 putt birdie. So we're on a bit of a run on this front 9. Hole 5, par 3, 117 meters. Taking 54 degree. Normally hit this 115 on the fly, so I'm just going to give it a little extra. I've aimed out right, just trying to draw this back in. But I've held it exactly on that line. It would have been good to see hit the green, but same thing here. Just want to hit a little flick wedge, just get it on the green, let it run up. can't hit that shot any better. Put it up next to the flag. Take the up and down and move on to the next hole. Easy one putt par. Alright, hole 6, par 4, 389 metres. Same thing, just looking to crank another one out there. Fortunately, I've let this bleed out right and hit a block cut. And it's going to find the heavy rough out on the right side. But not too bad. I've got 119 into the hole. I'm taking a 50 degree. I normally hit that 120, so just allowing for the rough percentage. And I've hit this absolutely perfect. And just take a look at this bounce. Oh, unbelievable. As you can basically see from my expressions here, I haven't had anything drop yet since I've been playing around on this. So we'll take the birdie and move on. So hole 7, 197 metre par 3. I'm taking a 6 iron into this. Hit a pretty decent shot here. Just nice little draw in. Little bounce on that left hand side of that mound. But still 197 metre hole, so we're on the green in 1. And we get our 2 putts par. Moving into hole 8, second par 5. It's 524 metres. And trying to hit a nice little cut around the side here. Basically hit the exact same shot as the hole previous, and not impressed whatsoever with the drop off at the right side. That block cut makes it very difficult. So I forgot to change the club here, but I've gone with 7 iron, and I think basically that's the club that gets me over that height. I want to finish with the hands really high to try and launch this up even higher, just to make sure we clear it. I don't think any other club gets me any more distance than that, so that's just the final resting place for that. And I got 58 metres to the green. Oh, sorry, I got 67 metres to the green, and just taking 60 and trying to hit a 10 o'clock shot. It's probably one of my favourite shots in the bag. It's just a little 60 to 70 metre pitch. Straight down the guts. Could have got a little bit extra on it. Only went 58. Left me 3.4 metres to the hole though. And luckily we get that as a 1-putt birdie. We move on. Hole 9, 364 metres. Just working on that swing, making sure we don't slice it out right again. Just going to clear the hips through the ball. And yeah, we were not cutting it, that's for sure. So nice little draw into the left hand side. Gets through most of it, gets down there, but just in the rough again. There's no dramas there really. 63 metres to the hole. I'm just going to go the 60 degree again. And yeah, it's just the 10 o'clock shot. And this should be basically right on top of the pin. Face is always square for all of these shots, and it's just over the top. and left myself with 6.5 meters to the hole. For whatever reason, if you guys have played Trackman before, the chance of getting these one-putt birdies from these distances very rare. So I'll take them wherever I can get it. So, hole 10, 371 meters, par 4. Big wide open fairway. Really trying to get after that. Didn't get the ball speed I wanted, only 177 there. Just cutting out to the right hand side of the fairway. That's leaving me 60 meters into the hole. Same again, I can play that distance all day long. A little 10 o'clock 60 degree wedge into the green. So just set up square, face is square, little open stance. Just pitch that straight in. Unfortunately, I've absolutely airmailed this one and launched at 78 meters. So left myself 20 meters into the hole, and now we need to play a little up and down. So now we're opening up the face and we're cutting across it, trying to stop this as quick as possible. I have launched that just a little far. But once again, for whatever reason, it's giving me the up and down, and we'll take the par. Move on to 11. It's 310 meter par 4. Driver's a little bit much, so I forgot to change that again here, but I'm going the 3-wood, which is the Paradigm Callaway. Just making sure stand up tall and get through this. This nice little cut in. And that 3-wood's been absolutely annihilated. And that runs out to 300 meters. So that's 330 yards. So it's absolute bomb. A little bit too far for what I actually wanted here, but that leaves me 45 meters into the hole. So really just want to take this halfway and knock it up there now. Nice little low running shot. And probably run it on just a little bit too much there. And I've noticed that. Just making sure I take a little bit off it for the next one. And Trackman's back to normal, so 2 putts par. Moving on to hole 12, 343 meter par 4. Back to driver. And here we go. And that's as good as I can hit a ball. .182 ball speed. Perfect bounce. Runs up on the green, and he's happy about it. I'll take that any day. It's handy having that kind of ball speed and be able to move some balls out there on the course. Moving on to hole 13, 183 meter par 3. I believe I do not have the 4-iron here. Most likely have a 6-iron. And just wants it to go right a bit, but it does not. And that's going to be the miss of the day, really, is just overdrawing some of these shots into the hole. So same again, 36 meters to the green, and actually 28 meters to the green, and we just want to hit this little flick 60 degree. I couldn't have a better first bounce than that, really. and that's how far it's run past. It's tricky to stop a few balls out here on those down slopes. Other than that, it's you take a bounce into that hill any shorter and it's short on the green. So get the 2 putts bogey and we walk on to 14, par 5, 443 metres. And let's just keep this driver show rolling. Same again, that's that standard miss out right with the driver. These fairways allow it. So just on the right side, run into the first cut. Leaves me 170 into the hole. Take an 8 iron here. Just looking at getting it down the right side as everything runs that way. And I've hit it fat. So it's not going to get the distance there. Runs down the left. At least it leaves us a shot. And a little bit up on that uphill there. So basically every other shot that we've been playing and trying running on, I'm not able to get it to stop. So my plan here is just to fly at the distance and really cut across it. Get it to stop up quick. You can see how wide I come out there to play that shot. Fly at the distance, stop it on the spot, and it's just a little easier to work with. Unfortunately, it's still 2 putts us from there, and we walk away with par. Hole 15, 404 metre par 4. And kick off with driver. Try and get something down the fairway. More solid swing there. Just a little baby cut. Holding off that right side. Definitely took a bit of speed off that time. But still 180 ball speed. But 289 to there. Leaving 110 into the hole. So this is my distance with the 54, from 110 to 115. So we're just looking to play a full shot, standard full shot 54 into this. It's a great strike, but unfortunately does not have the distance and spins back. So I only fly at 102. Leave ourselves 6.6 metres from the hole. And we get a 2-putt par. So hole 16 is 369 metre par 4. Kicking off with driver. We've just gone the same thing again. Just lost a little right. More slicing this time, but we find the rough out there. And leave ourselves 114 into the hole, taking 54 degree. That's what I'm trying to just get this full distance out of this club today, but probably tried to de-luff that a little. Get a little extra draw. But we're short again. We only flew that 104, so that's basically the story of the last 2 holes. Leave myself 6.2 metres short again. For whatever reason, we got the 1-putt birdie there. We'll take that and move on. So hole 17, 145 metre par 3. I'm taking 9 iron in. It's a full 9 iron. I've hit that pretty well. It's my standard ball flight, little draw. Lands soft, runs up, and we take that every day. I think just looking at trying to start it out a little bit further right for the next time. But we take the 2 putts par and finishing down 18. So 511 meters. And taking driver. Hit that pretty perfect. Just takes that hill. We get a little extra out of it, 316 meters. Leaving us 231 into the hole. Now I've gone 5-iron here because I really wanted to turn this over. And I think I can get that distance with 5-iron. But unfortunately, I hit it fat. So anything with a drop kick on this, I'm not going to get any turn. They're just going to go dead straight and lose about 30% of their distance and fly that into the pot. And leaves me 52 into the hole. So taking 60 degree just because of the lie that you get. And I'm trying to fly this the entire distance. I actually clipped that ball too well off the mat and basically only fly about 80% of the way. So left myself with 9.5 meters to the hole. That was only a 40-meter shot, so definitely looking at working on that one after the game and bring it up a bit further. We get the 2 putts for par, and yeah, we walk away. And that is a 30 on the front, 6 under, and 1 under on the back, so 7 under total. Cannot complain much about that at all. I hit 9 out of 14 greens. Longest drive was 331 meters. Greens in reg, 15 out of 18. So 83% and 67% scrambling. So
all up a pretty solid round, and I'll see you again on my next episode.